Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the Akim teaching the truth of the folk on the earth, true city, man. This is a quick lesson, hopefully through the spirit of our Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. It all depends on the spirit. Just basically going off into, man, this is what we're looking for. Everything that been going on, prophecies and things, man, this is what we looking for, man. And the way things looking, hey, the prophets been preaching these things on the fork on the earth for so long. And now everything is starting to come to pass that the Lord promised us. Everything. They tell you, let's get this. This everything, man. And that's how you can tell that the Lord is faithful. The Lord, this is Isaiah 55, verse 11. It says, so shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall prosper that which I please, and it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing which I sent it, man. And that's, hey, what the prophets and the disciples, hey, asked the Lord a long time ago, right? What is the end? Let's get that. This Matthew's 24, verse 3. It say, and as he sat upon the mountain of Olive, the disciple came to him privately, saying, tell us, when shall there be these things be? And when shall be the sign of that coming in the end of the world? And we know through the spirit of the power of Yahweh Shema Shai, that these days that our apostles, our forefathers look for, man. And we see these things, man. I ain't have to go into it. And that Matthew is the 24th chapter. I believe Luke the 21 chapter, Mark the 13th, or I think 13th chapter, or whatever, going into the prophecy, man. These the days that they was looking for. Let's get Acts. Because, hey, when they was on the scene, hey, they, that was the beginning of the end. But now we approaching the end of the end, man. And the more and more things starting to happen, hey, man, we excited. Because I say our salvation is near. We gonna get that next. It's Acts 1 and 6. It say, when they therefore will come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, when thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel, man. And it's the time that we living in. We living in beautiful times, man. It tell you in 2nd Esdras, let's get that. It's a lot if I'm all over the place, but man, these the times it's exciting times, man. The 2nd Esdras 6 and 7. They say, then answer I and said, what shall be the pardon ascended of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow it, man? And that's what we approaching. We are approaching the end of Esau rulership, man. And that's what we've been looking for, man. The apostles, the elders. And this is the time that we living in. We living in exciting times, man. We look for this day. And that day is approaching fast. Because guess what? The Lord gave us signs. That's what Matthew's 24 going to. Luke 21 going to. And these different things, man. Manner of sin being revealed. Hey, the man standing on the four corner of the earth preaching his word, man. The famine of the word, all these things is near. And we almost home, baby. Keep going. This verse 8. It say, and he said unto me, from Abraham into Isaac, from Jacob into Esau was born of him. Jacob had his hand held first of the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it, man. And that's what it is. We approaching the end of Esau kingdom, man. And we approaching the kingdom and the rise of Yasharallah, man. And that's what we wanted. This is what we wanted. All these things that about to come to pass. And don't get me wrong, hey, that path is narrow. To get to the kingdom, to get to that city, it's narrow. And we been going through a lot of difficulties to build up our mind, to build up our faith, so that we can make it through. The Lord told us that He said His word was faith. Let's get that. Don't. This our second Esdras 15, verse 1. It say, "Behold, speak thou into the ear of my people the words of prophecy." And that's what we do. We go out and warn the people and let the people know the things that surely shall come to pass. And we telling you, I'm here today, and brothers on YouTube line to tell you that we are close. Let's hold this real quick. Let's get that Romans that I quoted earlier before I lose it, man. This Romans 13, verse 11. It say, "And that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep." And now is the time. Hey, the prophets have been out there preaching this word week in, week out. You didn't want to hear or prepare. But the ones that know and understand, hey, we woke out of that dark sleep. This wicked world, this society, man. Right? But they say high time to wake out of sleep. So the rest of you ones that's still in that slumber, wake up. Wake up, man. We are in a war. We are in a battle. Esau finna come down to great wrath. You see things being intimate, 5G, these vaccinations that they been setting up. Hey, these things is happening. But we have to go through these things to get to the kingdom. To get to the kingdom of heaven that the Lord has promised us, man. Which is already prepared for us, man. We have to just go through this straight gate, go through these times and difficulties, man, which the Lord is going to intervene. The Lord, if you trust and believe in Yahweh Shema Messiah, if He said these prophecies was going to come to pass, why not the rest of the things that He said? That He's going to protect His family, protect His man in the Lord, protect their family, feed them. Why not? Everything else is coming to pass. Read this again. Romans 13:11. "And that knowing the time now is high time to wake out of sleep, for now our salvation nearer than what we believe." And that's what it is. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. The Lord is finally on His way back. He finna take, it say in Revelations that He had a crown. He had many crowns. Because guess what? The Lord is coming back to conquer. To finally take His rulership. This world belongs to Him. And we just in second command. We are His brothers that He shared His world with, man. We are the next rulers of this world, man. We can't wait. Because it's going to be in righteousness, man. It say, verse 12, "The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness." And that's what you need to do. Cast off man. It say, remember the Creator in their youth. Before the dark, the day draw nigh. Bad times is coming. You don't see Jacob's trouble around the corner. You don't see famine. You don't see these things that's happening. But if you do see, hey, the ones that do see, we know and we rejoicing. Believing and knowing that these things must come to pass, knowing that the Lord said these things in order to get to the kingdom of heaven. These days is what we wanted. Because guess what? We can't get to the kingdom of heaven. We can't get to great pleasure and prospering and being on the top unless we go through bad. It got to get worse before it get better. You can't add sugar on shit. It's going to still be shit, man. It say, "Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light." And that's what it is. Put on the armor of light. Put on this truth. Put on that garment that has never fade away. That crown of life, man. That the Lord gave us from the beginning. We are a royal people. You don't want to come into your royalness, never have to go to work, never have servants, have a manly and a royalty mentality, man. That's royalty, man. Have gold. You should want those things, man. You should never want to go to work, man. Never have to work hard in your life. Your kids straight. They have a trust fund. If you ever been paying attention, why all of the so-called Caucasians, why do their kids have trust funds and we don't? Because they in the rulership, man. Now it's our turn. Now it's that movie Trading Places with I believe Eddie Murphy. Now we about to come into our rulership, man. This the time that we want, man. So bring the hell, bring the chaos, bring the mark of the beast, bring these vexations. But guess what? The Lord gonna bring His wrath. He's gonna bring His angels. He's gonna bring His plan, because this is all the Lord plan. Back in 2nd Ezra 15:1, behold, speak thou in the ear of my people the word of prophecy, which I will put in their mouth, saith the Lord, and call them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true, man. And that's what it is. The Lord said these things is faithful. Everything that the Lord said that was going to happen is happening. Don't matter if it took time. Don't matter if it was tarrying, like Habakkuk say. It's starting to come to pass. So take heed. You want salvation? You want to be protected? You want to eat when it's famine? When everybody all hell breaking loose? And chaos in the streets? Who you going to lean on? Don't call on God then. The time to call on God is now. The time to believe in the Lord is now. And get right and repent, man. Because these days draw nigh, man. So that's just a quick lesson through the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Hope it was edified, man. And we look for these times, man. Because hey, these times is approaching fast, and that's the only way to get to the kingdom of heaven, man. So with that, I just want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Shem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle of great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the icon and teaching the truth of the folk on the earth and the city, man. Till next time, I want to say shalom and a ball.